I definitely agree. I feel like it's important to collaborate, but I do think there is a lack in this area specifically. I'm really not sure why. I don't know. I wonder if it's just too many different like personalities. I heard they say like this area anyway, people are a lot more rough around the edges.
It is a moment.
So don't get too upset. Don't make a post about them. You know, kind of just leave it where it's at and then on to the next person. But I feel like if you ask enough people, you're going to get somebody that's going to be. I mean, I think there's definitely things that are hard. Keeping up with having to, like, when you have more clients, you have to constantly re-up products. So that's expensive. And I think also it makes people realize, like, oh, I need a book on her site when she's available.
Yeah, it do. Yeah. Be like, dang, you don't have no availability. Yes. No, girl, you should have booked last week. Hey guys, it's your girl Toya here, the master esthetician. So this is episode 3, and I'm so happy to have my lovely guest Kaya on our channel, and she's gonna introduce. I'm gonna introduce her and just kind of have her tell you guys what she does. Who is she? Where can she be found? You know, yes, girl. So.
Yes, so my name is Kaya. I am 21 years old and I am a lash artist located in Columbia, Maryland.
Yes.
I also have a Severn location that is closer for like anybody in the Glen Burnie, Baltimore area, but Columbia is like a good middle ground for people in PG County.
Oh, period. Yes. So when did you start your business?
So I officially launched Estheticsbykai in May of 2022. Okay. However, I was not taking clients. I was super nervous. So I was just doing a lot of mannequin practice.
Really? Yes. Why were you nervous?
I was so afraid to mess up. Like, I think that was my biggest thing. I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to start off and have problems. Although that makes no sense because you're still starting. You're going to have mistakes.
For sure.
But I was really afraid of that. And so I didn't take clients for a really long time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you started to take some clients. Your work is really good. I'm going to have you guys look at her Instagram. It's really good.
Thank you.
Okay, so you are a lash artist. So for those that want to become a lash artist, what did you need to do to start your business?
So in order to start my business, I needed to do a lot of research just about lash extensions in general. Yeah. Figure out if it was something I was interested in or that I felt like I'd have the time to dedicate to. Because I think along with starting any kind of business, you need time and dedication to prosper. Yeah. So I definitely had to look into both of those things to figure out if that's what I wanted.
Did you did you follow someone and was like, oh, let me try to do lashes? Or was there like someone who inspired you to be like, let me go take this class or something like that? Okay.
There was actually a girl, I think she's retired from doing lashes
now.
My
God.
Yeah, and I think she just does digital courses. But her name was Platinum Dollco. That was her last name.
Oh, okay. Platinum. Shout out to you.
She was based in Atlanta, Georgia, and she was promoting her ebook for teaching online lash courses and stuff like that. And I was super interested. I was at work watching her videos.
Oh my God.
I used to work at the hair store. Yeah. Like KC Beauty. I was there and I was watching her videos and I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out to her.
Yes.
Okay. So the next question I wanted to ask you is, what are the pros and cons about the beauty industry? Do you feel like, is it oversaturated for lashes, or do you feel like a lot of girls don't want to collaborate, or is it, just a little bit like, what's the pros and cons about it?
I feel like pros are that it's very self-paced. Like you can work at your own pace. You have that freedom to create your own schedule, create your own prices, and your business is really what you make it. I think that's like the biggest pro.
It is.
I think cons are that there can be, people in the industry that you thought might have supported more than they do. And that can like sting a little bit. But I honestly think the pros outweigh the cons.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what made you like, you got 2 locations. Let's talk it up for her. Like she literally has 2 locations at a young age. Like that's really good. So it's like, what made you realize like I can do both, or just put yourself out there to be like, okay, I'm gonna pay 2 rents here. Like, it's expensive to have 2 businesses and 2 locations.
Well, I will say my Severn location is a home location, so I don't have to pay anything to be there. But having 2 locations for me, I just wanted to expand. I wanted to be able to cater to more people. I felt like one location kind of put me in one box, and people may not want to travel, or they may not be able to travel. Yeah. And so I felt like having 2 locations made it so that there's much more people who can come to me.
Okay. So. Dang, were you nervous to like get your own space?
I was.
We're home based and now you're going to an actual salon suite.
Yes, I was very nervous. This was my first salon suite on my own. I was in one previously with someone else, so I didn't have to. I was like an apprenticeship.
Exactly.
But yeah, this was my first one that I had on my own, so I was definitely nervous.
Okay. Do you like? Is it hard for you to find clients in this area, or did your clients come with you to that?
A lot of my clients came with me. I've only had a few new clients in this location.
Oh,
so if
already?
you're in Columbia, come,
Shout
because
out.
I'm trying to get some new clients in Columbia.
Okay.
But no, a lot followed me from like Laurel, which is great.
That's really good. Okay, so that's really good. So that's a lot of pros that outweigh the cons.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question was, so losing clients, have you ever experienced like losing clients, or just not losing clients, but having someone not return to you or not having repeated clients? And if so, how did you go about like making sure you have that clientele to make sure your bills are paid?
Yeah. Yeah. So of course, I feel like I've definitely had people who I might have serviced and maybe they weren't pleased with their outcome or something and then haven't come back.
Yeah.
I will say I'm a little sensitive, so it definitely stings. I'll peep and I'll be like, dang, they ain't book again. Yeah. But I think it just pushes me to work harder. I know what I messed up on. I know what I might have need to improved on.
Okay.
And I think I have so many like returning clients to where when I do lose people, I'm like, you know, I lost somebody, but I know I had my girls that'll be back. Okay. And with that, I think having those returning clients, that's what lets me know that my bills will be paid. Yeah. Because I know I got these people at least that'll come. So.
Oh, that's really good. Okay. Because I had someone ask, like, they were like, oh my God, they're experiencing losing clients. And I'm like, it's okay. Because you can go market somewhere else and get new people to come. Exactly. So I'm really happy that you touched on that topic. So far, have you received like any ups and downs in your business? Like, do you feel like there were some days where you just like, dang, I don't know if I can do this, or
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, there are plenty of days. I still have them.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too.
Yes.
Literally.
But there were plenty of times where I would just look at my books for the week and I notice I don't have anyone and I'm like, what am I going to do? And then I wanted to give up, or if I've just had like a really long, hard, bad lash day. And when I say bad, I mean like the fans weren't looking right.
No, for real.
Yeah. I just felt like I could have done better. I've definitely been like, you know, is this really what I want to do? And thought about other avenues. But I think I look at my page and I look at how far I've come. And I'm just like, I'm so proud of like some of the goals that I wanted to hit, I was able to hit like last year.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like,
wait, do you do this full time?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so like some of the, like that was one of the goals. I wanted to do it full time. I wanted to leave my regular job. I wanted to have a suite. I wanted to hit 1,000 followers. So it was just like things like that I hit. Even when I have those days, it's like, but wait, you have so much to be grateful for.
I know. It's like, you can't leave them clients, girl. They already start coming to you. They better not. Because it's so hard to find a lash tech, y'all. Like,
it is. And people have so many horror stories. I'd be surprised the people who come in and tell me
girl,
what they just experienced with someone else. I'm like, what?
Girl, I had some too. And like the next day, my lashes start falling. I was like, oh my God.
And girl.
And you know, lashes, before I would say like back in the days, lashes used to be a little cheaper, but now you're paying at least $125.
Yeah, no, it can get up there.
Yeah,
and you gonna want them to last for sure.
You want it to last at least 3 weeks.
Exactly. What is promised? That's what you're saying. That's what I want. Exactly. I 100% understand that.
Okay, girl. Okay, so the next topic we're going to talk about is just collaboration over competition. Do you feel like being in the DMV area, it's harder to do collaboration over, like, you know, just collaboration with anyone? I know, like, Atlanta, Texas, that's like the beauty island, y'all. Yeah. And they all be, girl, I be seeing like workshops. They be doing like content days. And I'm like, dang, do Maryland have this? Like, I don't know. It's kind of harder to find up here. But so how do you feel about like collaboration over competition?
I definitely agree. I feel like it's important to collaborate, but I do think there is a lack in this area specifically. I'm really not sure why. I don't know. I wonder if it's just too many different like personalities. I heard they say like this area anyway, people are a lot more rough around the edges.
It is a little bit.
So I wonder if that plays a part. You know, we don't have that Southern hospitality all the time.
Yeah.
But I definitely see that when people collaborate, it can be a big thing. So
do you do like service to service with people, or do you collaborate with them?
Yeah. So me and my nail tech, her nail page is Naya Nailing It. Naya Nailing It if you're in Glen Burnie. Yes, she is amazing, licensed nail tech. And me and her collaborate. We do service to service. We make videos all the time. So
that's good.
It's out there. I think it's like pairs of people rather than groups. Yeah.
Was it hard to find her, or like y'all just was talking one day, was like, yeah, let's do service to service?
I think we started off like just regularly paying for each other's services, loved each other's services, and we're like, why aren't we doing service to service? Yeah.
Okay.
So it was one of those kind of situations. And then,
Were you nervous though? Like, cause I feel like some people try to reach out to people and they give them like, girl, I'm not doing no service. I don't know. Is this hard for people to do that?
You know, I've had a few people ask me for it, and I feel like I'm always open to it. And I feel like at some point it's like, if you do it and you don't like the service, you don't have to do it again.
Okay.
But you can always do it for the first time,
Try
it out, give somebody a chance to practice on you if that's what they need.
So do y'all do like a content date together while you have that person with you, or?
So we don't. We actually should. That's a good idea.
Okay.
We don't. We usually, because a lot of the times it's like one of our after hours.
You're like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. It's like, girl, I'm doing this for you late. You doing this for me early, and we just getting it out of there. But we should definitely have something like that.
Okay. I love that. So do you have any advice for anyone on how they can win together or like be able to collab with someone and they both can, start to get clients together or make content days together? Like, what is your advice to someone who is out there like us, just service providers, but don't know how to reach out to someone and like collab with them and reach?
Yeah. I mean, I would say reach out politely, start with, hello, my name is, how are you? Kind of get a feel for that first and then let them know that you're interested in filming content with them.
Okay.
Whatever they say back, to me, it's either yes or no.
Take it as is.
Yeah. Okay. Don't get too upset. Don't make a post about them, kind of just leave it where it's at and then on to the next person. But I feel like if you ask enough people, you're going to get somebody that's going to be willing to do it.
I feel like people can't be scared of rejection.
Like, yeah.
That's for anything. Like you can go market your business somewhere and somebody could be like, I ain't going to her.
Yeah, exactly. People, rejection happens.
It do.
Especially as a business owner. So you got to get real comfortable with it.
Okay. Got you. Okay. So is there any cons that you could say, like being a lash artist, is there any cons to having your business or anything that you want to discuss in the beauty industry that's any cons?
I don't necessarily think there's any cons per se. I mean, I think there's definitely things that are hard. Keeping up with having to, like, when you have more clients, you have to constantly re-up products. So that's expensive. I think another con could just be the amount you think about your business. When you're really into it, you think about it all day. Like, there's not a day that goes by that you're not thinking about it. You on traveling on vacation and you still thinking about what you can be posting, what you can be doing. And I think sometimes it can open up an avenue for you to be extremely hard on yourself a lot of the times. But that's me not even really cons. I feel like there's still good things. Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. So far in your business for the future, do you see yourself like expanding, teaching the girlies how to lash or having your own business where, storefront where you have like a lash studio? Like what's your goals? Like what's your expansion goals?
Definitely. That is one of my goals. I want to open up a studio. I want to open up a few studios and like have them in different states. Stuff like that. I want to be able to hire like people to work inside of like suites for me and things like that. So I definitely want to take Esthetics by Kai a lot further than just taking clients and working out of a suite.
Okay.
I want to own and, not rent, own and have my own place.
Oh, that's really good. Yes. I feel like that's where I messed up on. Like I'm 5 years now in the esthetician world and I want to get behind, like I want to get out of the service room. I want to just work. I love services. Like I love waxing, but just get me in there one day a week and I'm good. Like don't got me in there 7 days a week. I'm tired. So I think that's really good that you have a plan. I should have had a plan like that, but I didn't, girl. I didn't. Okay. So do you have any plans for, or we already asked that. Let me not ask that anymore. Okay. So being a lash artist, do you plan on going to esthetician school or like, or are you just going to be doing lashes under someone as an apprentice or what is your goals with your lash?
Yes. So I definitely do want to go to esthetician school, mainly because I know eventually lash extensions will be required to have your esthetician license.
Oh, yeah.
Although I'm not necessarily interested in anything else besides lashes.
I was going to ask you that. Like, are you interested in wax facials? Or?
I mean, maybe waxes, like, but for brows, like brow waxes.
Like brows.
Yeah, I think I like brows.
Okay.
So I think brows and lashes would be like the furthest I'd go.
Okay.
So I definitely do eventually want to go to school because I know that's going to be a requirement.
Yeah, girl, it's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. You want to get in there.
Okay.
But yeah.
Because that's why I thought you were, because your name is Esthetics. I'm like, oh, okay, so she probably going to do some waxing and facials, but I did see you do lashes, so yeah. Okay, but you're going to keep that name still regardless of when you open up. Like
especially when I do have my license, I'm going to keep it in there.
Keep it Esthetics. Okay, I love that. Okay, so winning as a community. So the question about winning as a community was that a lot of people, it's kind of hard for people to like, some people get jealous when other people go to different lash techs, or they get jealous when they're like, oh, you're stealing my clients. Like, have you ever had like a client come to you and was like, I feel like I cheated on you with someone else. Like, or do you feel some type of way or something like that? Like, how do you feel about your client going to something? Like, do you get jealous? Do you get mad? Or you're like, no, girl, it's okay. Like, you can have multiple lash techs. Like,
I've had people tell me that like they cheated on me, and sometimes it was a bad experience. Sometimes it was a good experience.
Yeah.
Like it's either way. But
okay.
no, I don't usually feel any kind of way. I think it's important to have multiple people because you want to know that your clients are going to go to a good person after you in case they come back.
Yeah.
You want to be left with what you should be left with, and that they didn't go to somebody that was messing their lashes up, and now you can't work with them when it's their time. But you shouldn't take it too personally because it's a million reasons why somebody could go to somebody else.
So do you recommend them to like another lash tech? Like, yeah, girl, my books are full. Like, I can't take you today, but such and such got,
I definitely would. I would definitely like look for them, maybe to my lash tech, somebody I go to or have been to. Yeah. And if they're available and I'm not, sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how's your work-life balance? Like, are you able to still enjoy, just time for you, like going out to the spa and stuff like that, but also wearing like, cause I feel like with being a solo entrepreneur, we're the janitors, we're the digital marketers, we're the whatever else.
You wear every single hat.
Yeah. So like, how do you balance that lifestyle?
So the way I balance it is that I'm very particular about my schedule and I don't try to come out of it.
Okay.
I do take like after hours and things like that, but I don't try to accept every single one just because like fast money. I'm more like, look, I have this time for myself because I did that in the beginning and I think it was necessary in the beginning because I was trying to build my clientele. But when you get to a point where you kind of have that clientele built and you have that security, you don't have to come out of your way that way. Okay. And I think also it makes people realize like, I need a book on her site when she's available.
Yeah, it do. Yeah. They'd be like, dang, you don't have no availability.
Yes.
No, girl, you should have booked last week.
They realize you can't ask me 2 hours before and I got the time. So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So do you charge for after hours?
I don't. Honestly, I did in the beginning. I was like $35, $45 after hours fees. But now I don't, only because I found, I don't know, this might be controversial. Okay. I found that it drove people away more than it brought them in. And that wasn't my goal. And I felt like the extra $35 wasn't that significant to me. Okay. That I had to do it.
Okay. You can say no.
Right. You can just say no. It's like, I do get it though. If you feel like, I'm going to make extra money if I'm going to work longer. I completely do get it. But I guess for me personally, I just didn't find it necessary.
So what's the latest time that you do take your clients?
The latest time, I would start the latest time probably at like 9 p.m.
Oh,
but I've also never been asked to go any later than 9.
Okay.
Like,
but you be working.
Yeah, I would say because my normal hours are 9 to 7.
Oh,
so my God. I've had somebody ask about a 9 and I was like, you know what? I would have already been here at 9 anyway.
Yeah.
Doing my 7 p.m. So I'll do it. Okay. But I've never had anyone ask for like a 12, 1, 2. And I mean, if they did, I'd probably be like, girl, what is the reason? What are we doing? Girl. Yes. You got a flight or something? Because why else is we coming in at 1 in the morning? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Oh, that's really good. Okay, yeah, because I did like a little wax-a-thon when I was like open 24 hours and girl, they was coming in at 12, 1 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
It was crazy, but we did it. It was a collaboration. Yeah. It was really good. Okay, so that's really good. So there was one question that someone asked me on Instagram about slow months. So she just started her lash business as well and she's experiencing slow months. So she wanted to know like, what should she be doing on those slow days or slow months? Like, what is some advice that you can give her to be like, kind of get that clientele going?
I would say turn your slow days into content days. If you don't have people, still do something lash related.
Okay.
Whether that be practicing, because you can kind of analyze some of the reasons why you may not have very many people.
Yeah.
If you're saying that you're just starting out, then you might need to practice a little bit more on your work, on just like getting your work up there so that more people will want to come.
Okay.
And just taking those days and still doing something lash related and not kind of just sulking in the fact that you don't have anyone.
Yeah.
I feel like I have the same type of days though, even as a full-time lash artist.
Yeah, I still do.
Full-time lash artist, I still have days where there's no one and I'm like, you know what? Let me make content then.
Okay.
Take it because there's going to be a time in your business when you won't have those days and you're going to wish you had time. Yes.
I know you be booked there.
Yes.
I be always giving my
you're going to wish you had a day to do nothing.
Yeah.
So you're going to like take those times in and appreciate them.
Okay. The next question was, what are some marketing tips that you would give someone that are doing lashes? Like, would you like, Outside marketing, word of mouth?
Yeah.
Like, what's your biggest?
I think right now the two biggest ways are word of mouth and social media.
It is word of mouth too.
I think word of mouth and going out and letting people know what you do. You know, if you're out already at a bar, a club, a restaurant, wherever you are, hey, I do lashes. Do you wear lashes? I do lashes. Trying your best to keep yourself done, because I think that also plays a part.
I think that does too.
Yeah, and how people perceive you. You know, if you're telling somebody you do lashes, but they meeting you and you look crazy, they gonna be like, ooh, do you do lashes or do you? Yeah.
No,
so you want to definitely promote that way, but I think social media as well. Getting equipped with basic editing like CapCut, learning how to make your own basic graphics, things like that can catch people's attention.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. Yeah, it's definitely, it can be monthly expenses to like keep those kind of things up, but they do have some free features that you can work on just in the beginning, and then as you grow, you'll be able to invest in the expensive ones.
Okay, I love that. But what if someone is nervous? Like, what is something that they can do outside of going out to places and market? Like, do you think that they should just work on their content on Instagram or TikTok?
Yeah, I would say if you're nervous, one though, you should probably work really hard to get out of that nervousness. Yeah. Just because being nervous is going to hold you back more than it's going to allow you to grow.
That's true.
So, you should still try to take yourself out and do more things. You know, and it doesn't have to be like a big ordeal where you get a whole bunch of people to know. It's like one person you already having a conversation with out in public and just letting them know, oh, by the way, I do lashes. You know, they may not be interested, but they may know somebody who would be interested, and and they might mention you by name.
Yes. Oh, okay. So do you feel like now that you're full-time in your beauty industry, do you feel like this is what you want to do? Like, this is your calling, or would you want to be doing another career after?
Yes, I definitely feel like this is my calling. This is what I want to do. That's why I'm so focused on wanting to make this more of like a business than just me physically doing lashes. Because I know that eventually you're going to get tired doing the service and you might experience burnout.
That's me.
Yes. So you're going to want to have more of like a CEO kind of role than like a actual working role. So but definitely what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Life. Oh, I love that. So, so what's the beauty, not to get off topic, but were you working in a beauty store is what made you, I know the girl, like you were watching her, but like, what made you get into the beauty aspect? Like,
I think it probably did. I think because when I was working at the beauty supply store, I was looking up a lot of things about beauty.
Okay.
And I think my algorithm was changing. And so I was now seeing stuff about hairstylists and nail techs and lash techs.
Yeah.
And I think lashes just stuck out to me because I know I can't do nothing with hair.
I know.
I've tried. I can't even do a braid.
Okay.
So I was like, I think lashes is the one thing that I could probably do that I could just have fun with.
Okay.
So,
do you do brows too? No?
I don't. No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Got you. Okay, awesome. Well, you really, we went through them questions, girl. So the last question that I have for you was, can you discuss any challenges you had while starting your business? Do you feel like it was hard to get funding, or how were you able to get funding for like your lash supplies for anyone else that wants to start and just don't know the challenges?
So, one of the challenges definitely was that aspect. I was working a regular job, like I said, at the hair store.
Yeah.
So a lot of sacrifice came with, I was putting money aside for lash supplies.
Okay.
Putting money aside to take coursework. I remember like I had my mom buy me the course and I just paid her back as the months went on.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that she did that for me, because having that course and knowing I had to pay that off made me also want to stick with it.
Dang.
But definitely the funding was something that was kind of hard.
Challenge.
I think another thing that was hard for me was overcoming that fear of taking real clients. I think I held myself back in the beginning by only working on mannequins. And then by the time I'm ready to work on clients, you technically been doing it for like 6 months and you ain't even doing nothing yet. So
what made you do it though? Like, what made you pop out and be like, no, I'm gonna book a client?
It started with friends. I started with friends and family and like people close to me that I knew weren't gonna give me a hard time. Yeah.
I did the same. I was working at my mom's house when I first started. So shout out to my mom.
Yeah, shout out.
Right.
And then as soon as like I started having good feedback from them, that's when I felt comfortable to like, start posting and, getting people in for free and things like that. So
were your prices lower than what they were now?
They were very low. I think I was free for like the first few months.
Free? I should have went to her when she
was free. I was free.
Oh my God.
I wasn't even charging a deposit.
That's what I'm saying.
Didn't have nothing set in place. Getting played left and right. People were saying it was going to go. I was like, what?
Right, wait till your time.
Yes. And then I think I started going to like maybe $50 and then from there, 60, 70, 80. Yeah, I definitely, And I was gradual with my pricing too. I was like a year in and I still was like only at under 100, like $80. What? Yeah.
In 2023.
In 2023. Yeah. I was so scared to raise my prices. I'm one of those people who just is on myself like, would you pay yourself this price? Like, and if I didn't feel 100% confident, I wasn't going to do it. And that was just me. It really took a lot of extra feedback and like client retention and people coming back for me to be like, you know what? No, I can raise my prices. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
My mentor was like, I was charging people $25 Brazilian. She was like, are you out your mind? You better raise that price to $60. And I just did it one day. And ever since it was a good.
Yeah. Right.
So. Oh, I love that. Well, I'm so happy you were able to come on today and kind of just tell everyone like your experience and kind of give the girlies that are lash techs like advice. So let's just explain like where they can find you and any advice to anyone that is in your shoes and wants to become a lash tech and just scared to do it.
Yeah, so you can find me on every single platform at Estheticsbykai. Aesthetics is spelled how it's spelled, and then by Kaii for Kai. Yes, my name is Kaya. So that's that. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I think that's it.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
So about you, Ep.3.
Yeah, right. I think that's all I'm on. And then my booking site is aestheticsbykai.as.me. Okay. So that's where you can find me. I also do have a $75 online lash training ebook. So for any girls who are wanting to get started with lashes, that is where I suggest you start. Okay. You'll learn everything there is to know about lashes, lash history, lash application, retention, and it also comes with lifetime mentorship from myself. You can always ask me questions. I'm always going to be open. Just DM me, text me, anything like that. That's where you can find me. And if you're a beginner, I would say practice. You're never going to get good at anything until you practice at it. Yeah. Take your time. Don't be so hard on yourself. Utilize free like work, utilize like friends, family, people that you can get in there. Yeah, people that you know aren't going to like really give you any negative like experience, but will give you honest feedback about your work. Yeah. That's like the number one thing. And then I promise you'll go far with it.
Yes. So I'm so happy you guys were able to meet Kaya. Yes. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye guys.